The following audio is intended for mature audiences and contains adult content, graphic language, graphic violence, and strong sexual content. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome back to Fedora, everyone. My name is Tony, otherwise known as Slade. I am here with our intrepid adventurers, starting with Norbit.
That's my intro.
Sound like a gunshot. Mouse.
Hey, fans, should I start up OnlyFans or not? Let me know.
Yeah, okay. And Rhaegar.
I want to go to bed.
And Milani.
Hello.
The only normal one in the group.
For
That's a
now.
Like the only normal one in the
now.
entire group. Anyway,
Forget we all collab together.
I have to do a very intricate recap as to what happened last session because one person was not here and another fell asleep.
Don't know what you're talking about, Mike.
I know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, what happened last session was that our 3 players, Mouse, Rhaegar, and Norbit, decided that they were going to take matters into their own hands by going and readily defeating Rhaegar's son and his mentor, so to speak.
We did?
What about a Minotaur? I heard Minotaur. We fighting a Minotaur?
No, you're not fighting a Minotaur. Mentor.
Minotaur.
No. Look, listen.
Minute.
But during this
Oh,
entire
you guys here? I'm here. I don't see a difference. Minotaur.
during this entire time, though, Milani was asleep. So
Wait,
she
you
was
too?
passed out. Yeah, she was passed out. Mouse tried to play it off as that she went on some intrepid adventure where that she gained a backstory that way, but let's face it, I don't have time for that shit.
She had a brother and everything. I had it all thought out. You know,
Like,
it was going to be in
you're-
the Wild West meets Inception.
Like, look, we're not going that route anyway.
Can we just time the fuck out for a second and acknowledge the fact that Tony has just used the word intrepid literally twice in the space of the last 2 minutes?
I mean,
That must be his
Minotaur.
word of the day.
that is the new word of the day. I'm using dictionary.
You must have that toilet paper.
Anyway, but in all seriousness, though, they did kill Rhaegar's son.
We did?
You did.
If you hadn't fallen asleep,
Of course, Norbit wouldn't remember.
Norbit was the one who fell asleep. But that's where we are now. So you guys successfully killed Rhaegar's son and his teacher,
Minotaur.
his mentor, and the giant dome that was surrounding the city has fallen. However, you guys leave the church and you notice something very odd. The people do walk out and they're looking about and seeing as to the fact that, as to what's going on, but it almost looks like they have no recollection of anything that transpired. It's almost like they were in a trance.
They're all Norbit.
They're all Norbit. But you guys know technically what to do. Your next mission is to go and head towards Mouse's Island. But in order to do so, you need a boat. And you need supplies. So what do? Milani's still asleep, by the way, so somebody's got to go wake her up, first and foremost.
Norbit's gonna find a nice comfy bed and go back to sleep.
Like, why is everybody going to sleep this session? Like, Milani's asleep, Norbit's asleep, Rhaegar in IRL is going to sleep.
It is what it is.
I mean, it is my turn after all. You had the other UK guy fall asleep last night, so, I mean, I guess it's my turn now.
Oh, so you are British.
No.
Listen, there's a difference between British and the United Kingdom, okay?
Oh my gosh. I'm not having this argument now. What do you guys do in all seriousness? Like,
Find a tavern.
so one person wants to sleep and one person wants to drink
I didn't
without money. by the way.
Hey, I didn't say it had to be good ale. It just, you can get a drink for a copper.
Okay, I will let you go to a tavern and get ale that has goblin piss in it, and you can buy that for a copper.
Ugh. Ew.
How about that? That seems
I mean, that's just you being an absolute dick munch.
lawful evil, bitches!
I thought you were lawful good.
No, I'm lawful evil. As a DM, I'm lawful evil.
We noticed.
Right?
Also, the reason Norbit's taking a nap is for a short rest. Spell slot.
I mean, do y'all want to do that right now and get that out of the way?
I mean, I'd prefer to get a long rest.
Well, yeah.
I mean, y'all, if the entire party agrees to a long rest, then you guys can do that first if you want. That's fine.
Milan is already halfway through.
All right, so I'll okay. We'll go ahead and say that you guys go in and can go back to the house, and you will have to explain to the family as to who you are because they no longer know who you are and are wondering, quite frankly, why there's a giant panda folk in their upstairs bedroom, passed out, fast asleep, not knowing anything that has happened. So you guys will have to do that.
I will
All
let
right.
Mouse handle that one.
Sure.
Norbit's just going to walk straight past them, straight up the stairs, and just go faceplant in the bed. Not going to say
Cool.
a word.
Wait. I'm handling what? I don't like responsibility.
You're handling the responsibility of why we're just randomly walking into this house, going upstairs, and just falling asleep.
Damn it, Rhaegar! I happen to be adult in real life. Let me not be an adult in the game, please.
Mouse, you have to explain why, 1, they have a giant panda in their bed, 2, why Norbit's just randomly bust through their door and ran up the stairs, and 3, why the fuck the rest of you have just stood at the doorway like, huh? That's what you got to explain.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mouse falls asleep.
Stood up in the doorway.
Well, Rhaegar, I guess
it just falls asleep standing up.
you're gonna have to do some explaining to do.
Nope. I'm already asleep at this point.
Alright, it's all down to Pigeon. Go to him.
Oh my gosh.
And you thought that tonight was going to be a straightforward session.
It
I
never
wish-
is.
Forward session.
Have a conversation with yourself.
Okay, Pigeon will go in and explain everything and tell them what happened, and they will I'll roll a persuasion check to see if they'll allow you guys to stay here, or if the city guard comes and arrests your asses.
How do they respond?
You got lucky. I rolled a 19, so
Great.
and you guys will get a long rest. So get your health back, get your spell slots back, get your luck points back, all that good jazz. And it is early morning. It's
bad when the robot in the party, like the robot bird chicken thing, is the better what's the word I'm looking for, guys?
Persuasion? Silver tongue?
Better morale? Was it better
Yeah.
morale?
Oh, I mean, technically, he is the yin to
Ben,
my yang.
He's like he makes the best choices compared to all of us.
Yeah.
He is the better half of Norbit. He is the intelligent side of Norbit.
But that's also compared to all of us.
Anyway,
He is the smart half of Norbit, so you can kind of expect that.
all right, so you guys wake up early in the morning. Everything's back. You've got your health back. You've got your spell slots back. You've got your luck points back. You still need a boat and
Yes.
supplies. So, what would you like to do?
Norbit would like to ask where the workshop is.
What kind of workshop?
Armor/weapon craft.
Okay.
So you're looking for a blacksmith then?
Workshop, blacksmith, tomato.
Yeah, so you're looking for a blacksmith. Okay.
Interesting.
So it would technically be the southern portion of the town. So you have to go as far south as you could possibly get in that town.
I will ask Pigeon if I'm allowed to ride him.
Roll me an animal handling check with advantage.
Next question. I'll see if I get a crit on this bitch. Fuck it. Nope, I'm going with the 18.
All right. Pigeon says, yeah, hop on.
Alright, fly there.
And you fly across the town and head towards the blacksmith. Rhaegar and Mouse, what would the two of you like to do?
Well, I kind of wish he had asked if anybody else was going to.
Nope. I just walk up and didn't give a fuck. I knew what I wanted.
Mouse looks into his bag to try to pull something out. By the time he looks up, Norbert's already gone.
Oh, you see as a pigeon fly by the window.
Wait.
Wait, no.
Wait.
The magic school bus is gone.
Well, I need to get my. Where's my character sheet? Okay, so Tony had during my session. I don't know if y'all got to hear it yet or not. If he sent it to y'all, but he got me to get something, so I went and had it done with the wolf pelt I had. Thing is, this motherfucker decided he wanted to revert time, and so I don't have that anymore.
No, you do not.
So now it's still a pelt, and I need to get that done.
Hey,
Well-
I mean, there's always the Dell phone.
You can make your way towards where Norbert's going.
Or you can ring Norbit to come pick you up.
I would like to go to sort of like the dock area and start looking for ship captains
Oh, yeah.
at the moment.
I have
Okay.
895 silver, 5 copper, and 280 gold, guys.
Okay.
Damn.
I think that's what that is. It's hard for me to tell. The top one is the copper, right?
Yeah,
Okay, then and then 280 gold. What's the one underneath gold between
Platinum.
that and silver?
platinum.
Otherwise
No, I thought
known
that was-
as looking at the thing, PP.
Wait, so it goes SP, PP, and then GP?
No, it goes CP, SP, EP, GP, PP.
Okay, what's EP?
EP is the
Where are y'all seeing that?
It's in treasure.
Treasure.
It's the little notches right there next to the blank space.
CP is copper, SP is silver, EP is
Irrelevant.
irrelevant, GP is gold pieces, and the PP is platinum pieces.
Wouldn't it be
Okay,
emerald
okay.
pieces for EP?
Emerald pieces, thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Emerald pieces.
Was
but
that
yes.
right?
Yeah, you are right.
Holy shit, that
Oh.
was a guess.
Yeah, emerald pieces.
I'm
Emerald
so
pieces is not common because it was used back during Pathfinder.
I think
So
Pigeon just took over for a second because I actually guessed some are correct.
yeah, you
Wow.
did.
Fuck.
Oh, anyway, that's what I have, but I need to go and do my my things. I need to get that pelt redone.
If you want to do the pelt, you have to go towards where Norbit went.
Anyway, yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to get that white.
Yeah, so
white-
you'll have
white
to head
wolf pelt.
towards where Norbit went, so south.
Okay.
And then Rhaegar,
South.
you said you're going to head towards the docks.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Rhaegar first because his is technically the most important out of everybody. I'm going to say that Milani also went with Mouse because she has to follow him anyway.
Sadly.
But Rhaegar, you headed to the docks. It's actually quite crowded today. Now that everything's back to normal, you're starting to see a lot of fishermen out and about. They're getting ready to go about their day, getting the supplies that they need for their shops. So what would you like to do?
Do I see anybody that strikes me as sort of like an authority figure? You know, like a captain or a bosun or a first mate, something like that.
Roll me a investigation check or perception check.
Not amazing, but 15?
I will say that you start making your way towards the docks and you do see a very small crew getting ready to get on their fisherman's boat, and you see what looks to be like the captain of that little boat.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly make my way over there. Do they notice me at all?
Nope. I rolled a gosh dang 4.
So I stealthed my way over there, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
Then I'm just gonna walk up to one of the crewmates. It doesn't really matter which one at this point, and I'm just going to say, "Good morning. Would it be possible for any of you to point me in the direction of your captain?"
You see the guy that you tap on his shoulder, and he goes, "Oh, sweet Jesus! You scared the shit out of me, mate."
Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. I apologize.
Snuck on me like that. Damn. Well, who are you looking for? My captain?
Yeah, captain, first mate, bosun, any of those will do.
Captain's right over there, and he points up to the top of the ship where the what's the thing called, the wheel?
Yeah. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, he's up there. The
Is the guy Rhaegar's talking to Irish or Australian? I couldn't tell.
Uh,
I think it's sort of like a bastardized version of both, to be fair.
Yeah. Alright, just had to check because. But I might. And then it went to Captain.
yeah, bastardized version of both.
I'm gonna make my way over to the plank that connects the ship to the dock, and I'm just gonna look over to the captain and call out to him, asking if I've got permission to come aboard.
He waves you over.
Okay, so I walk onto the ship and I make my way to the bottom of the stairs that leads up to the helm. I don't go all the way up.
Okay, so you see at the helm that it's a kind of what you would imagine is like an older gentleman who has seen a lot. He's very scarred. He's bald, completely bald. Has a very grotesque beard, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it looks like that it not only has he seen a lot being a fisherman, but it also seems like that he's battle worn. So he's quite literally seen a lot of shit.
Okay. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna stop just shy of the bottom of the steps, and I'm gonna look up to him and say, "Good morning, Captain. Might I trouble you for a couple of moments of your time?"
He says, "Sure."
We are new in town, and as I finish that little sentence, I turn around and I realize that I'm on my own. Well, I say we. I have a party of companions with me, and we are in need of gaining some form of transport to the homeland of one of my companions. And we find ourselves in the predicament of where we're not actually in a financial position where we can buy a ship.
Okay.
So I was kind of wondering if there was any chance in the Nine Hells that we could gain passage on your next voyage.
Roll me a persuasion check with. I'm going to say with disadvantage. Roll me a persuasion check.
I was about to say, why would it be disadvantage?
I was thinking disadvantage because of the fact that you stated you had no money, but then I just thought of an idea. So do it with that. Just do a regular roll.
With my persuasion, that is a 13.
13.
Yeah.
He looks down at you and says, "Well, I can't give you passage on this boat without money. But what I can do is invite you to a party. That could potentially get you some money."
A party, you say? Okay, what kind of party are we talking about here?
Me and my boys here tonight are supposed to be attending this extravagant party where there's going to be a lot of gambling involved.
Oh, I think I know just the companion of mine who's going to have a little bit of fun with that. Where is this party, if you don't mind me asking?
It's technically going to be held in the castle keep. For whatever reason, the mayor has decided that because of recent events that he needs to reassure the people that we are safe. So they have decided to throw a little party for the entire town. And for whatever reason, he also has stated that to bring a lot of money in the regards of that there's going to be gambling involved. I have a feeling that the mayor is very obsessed with gambling. He tends to take a lot of our tax money and just blow it at, that casino that got blown up some time back.
Oh yeah, the casino. I heard about that.
Yeah.
You mentioned recent events. We've only been in this town for maybe 3 days at the maximum. Are you by any chance referring to the strange barrier that seemed to hold you guys within the city bounds?
Yeah, it seems that nobody in this town really remembers exactly what's been going on.
Well, what if I told you that I could shed some light on that matter?
Go on.
Before I explain what happened, I have to make it abundantly clear that this story may not paint me in particular in the best of lights. So, all will become clear if you just give me enough time to explain.
Fair enough.
There was a magical barrier placed over the town that prevented you from leaving. A barrier created by a being known as the Master.
Is that weird funky group that's been in town within the last day or so that is going around preaching some gospel or some mess about following some I guess you call them the Master, but like they're dressed all in black?
That sounds almost exactly like the group that I'm referring to.
Yeah, because just the other day, one of my men here said that they walked past some large group of, what would you call them? Evangelists, I guess you would say,
Is
claiming
that like Dungeons and Dragons? Like what's those people that go door to door, Tony?
Oh,
Jehovah's.
the Jehovah's Witnesses?
Yeah,
Is that like a
yeah.
Jehovah in Dungeons and
Basically,
Dragons?
yeah.
I thought a fire force, I'm gonna be honest, but yeah.
Basically, yeah. But if it's that group, then it would make sense because of the fact that they came out of nowhere one day and was preaching this gospel of worshiping this newfound god that they have discovered. And then ever since they arrived, that's actually right around the same time that we lost our memory.
To explain the rest of why this has befallen your town, I have to make it clear that this is the part that's not going to paint me in the best of lights. You see, they had manipulated my son in such a way that made him sympathetic to their goals. They saw some particular magical talent within him and used it for ill-begotten gains. He was actually the source of the arcane power that was controlling the barrier, and in order to free your city from said barrier and out of session, I'll say that this is the point where the captain begins to notice that Rhaegar's mood is slightly changing.
Okay.
The only way to free your city was that my son had to be killed. And it just so happens that we were tasked with making that happen. I understand that this is a lot of information to be thrown at you in a very short space of time, and you don't have to believe me, and I mean, I don't expect you to believe me, as this is the first time that you and I have ever met, so why would you? But please, take my word for it that everything that I have just told you is the truth.
I will say you are correct that your statement does not put you in a very appeasing light, but I'm a very forgiving fellow. And not only am I a very forgiving fellow, but I'm technically speaking, I don't remember any of the shit that went down to begin with. So who am I to judge? But I will say this. I have the means to bring you and your friends, as you have mentioned before. How many is in your party, if you don't mind me asking?
Technically speaking, there's, hold on. 1, 2, 3. There's another 5 of us included in the group.
5?
Well, you see, it kind of depends on the criteria of who's allowed passage, because 2 of my companions have actually got familiars with them.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Well, you see, one of them takes the form of a giant robotic pigeon, and the other takes the form of a 4-foot-tall chihuahua.
The 4-foot chihuahua interests me greatly, but if you're talking about mechanical familiars. I mean, you probably should look at mine. You turn around, there's a giant, mastiff, robotic dog that's been sitting there behind you this entire time,
Oh,
and he's been wagging his tail.
okay. I turn back to the captain and I say, not to play the game of one-upmanship, but does yours talk?
Matter of fact, he does.
Intriguing. Okay, how does he get along with other dogs?
He looks down and says, "Hey, Leo, how do you get along with everybody else?" He looks up at you and he sniffs and goes, "You smell like bacon."
Oh my god.
I thought you was gonna do something. I thought you was gonna go complete other route and go Raggy roast.
I look down at
I
Leo.
will correct that. I will
No.
correct it. Raggy roast.
Raggy.
Raggy.
I look down at Leo and I just say to him, I know exactly how this is going to turn out. I then turn back to the captain and I say, okay, so by what means would we go about gaining entry to this party? Would we simply tag along with you, or?
Yeah, I would essentially bring you along as my crew, yes. So you would become, for the evening, part of my crew, and I'll make you a deal. If you can accumulate enough money through these gambling means, I'll take you on this said journey. But if you don't mind me asking, before I make this full agreement, do you happen to know exactly where you're going?
I will explain to him that I myself do not technically know the route to get to the island that we're using as our destination. However, my companion Mouse does.
Do you mention that he's a mouse folk?
Yes?
Okay. He looks back at you and says, "Ah." So that explains quite a bit.
You're gonna have to forgive me because you're gonna have to actually explain what that explains.
He says, "Hey, Raphael."
Oh god.
And you see another mouse folk appear from below deck. He looks exactly like Mouse, but younger. He
Oh.
says, "Yeah, boss." He looks down and says, "I think your older brother's here." He says, "Oh, you mean Mouse? It's quite funny. I left his gun on the cabinet the other day."
Yes, Mouse is here.
You little shit.
As a matter of fact, we're actually trying to get back to your home.
"Ah, I see. I see.
See,
Well-
I see. Really?
Well,
See, I see.
I love that. That's funny.
well, that sounds like a good deal. So you do as Captain tells you to do, right? And do not tell Mouse that I'm here. He is very mean to me. He kicks me a lot, and he calls me a little shithead. I don't like it.
Well, Raphael, how would it make you feel if I was to tell you that your brother had been subjected to involuntary flying lessons from time to time?
It would greatly please me to no better end. Are you the Dragonborn that's been throwing him? But because that, I have to admit, that's quite hilarious.
I am indeed, yes.
Mother is very upset at the fact that Mouse has let the Dragonborn throw his ass around like a skimped puppy, but to me, that's fucking hilarious, man. It's like he goes over and he does the fist thing like he's about to pound you up.
Oh god. Okay. I have a session. We have a way of getting into the party. So get your fucking asses down to the docks.
Mouse, Norbit, and Milani do not know this yet. So you have to either, which you don't have a Delphone anymore, so you have to go find their ass.
No.
You threw it.
You did throw it.
Oh.
You even said in an earlier session you threw it off the bridge.
Oh yeah. So it did. The last thing that I remember saying about the Delphone was that I made the bet with you to where I would never use it.
And then you made that bet, and I said bet, and you threw it off a bridge.
Well, assuming that Mouse and Milani are still located in the house that we rested in, I'm going to head back there.
Okay. All right.
After telling the captain that I will return with the rest of my companions.
Sure. Okay. We're going to swap over to Norbit, Mouse.
Norbit? Who the fuck's
Norbit.
Norbit? Yep, Norbit. There we go.
And technically Milani, because she is here.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So the three of you are heading towards the southern border of the city, where most of the shops are at. Mouse and Milani, you can see Norbit up in the sky flying ahead of you, so you generally can follow his direction from there. But Norbit, you will arrive at the blacksmith shop before the two of them. So I'm going to say that we're going to start with you. So you managed to land, and you're right there at the building. The building is very small in comparison to ones you've been at before.
Uh-huh.
You do happen to see a gnome sitting outside working on some iron, though.
Right. So, before I talk to him, I got a question for you, Tony.
Yes, sir?
Does Pigeon, as far as armor is concerned, work the same as Norbit with armor?
No. So
How does armor affect Pigeon, then?
So Pigeon's AC goes up by when you reach a certain level.
So, armor does not affect him at all?
No. If you put on a piece of armor on him, it stays the same AC.
What about weapons?
The same concept, yeah.
It wouldn't do anything, even if I give him like a fucking blaster cannon, for instance. A random example, I know, but
no, it's more the lines that when you start to upgrade your artificer levels, then he gets stronger. So he gets stronger based off of you.
Just a question I had. All right, yeah. I will go talk to the you said it was a gnome or a dwarf?
It's a gnome.
Fucking spit in his hand. No, gnomes creep me out. I will go speak to the gnome regardless of it creeping me out.
Okay. What do you say?
Hi.
He goes, hello.
Norbit's gonna immediately cringe. Yeah, Norbit's gonna immediately get a shiver down his spine. He's gonna say, "What are you working on there?"
He goes, I'm working on a new sword.
I'm gonna ask if he owns this shop.
He goes, I sure do.
You mind if I go in and take a look at what you've got?
He goes, sure.
Right, I'm gonna go in the shop.
You walk in.
Yep.
And you see behind the counter is not what you thought you were going to see. You see an orc woman behind the counter.
Oh, great.
She is very beefy. Like, very beefy.
Great. I like them thick.
She looks down at you and says, puny robot.
Yeah, alright, that's fair. I'm gonna ask if I'm allowed to use their tools to like tinker around with some of my weapons.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I only asked. If they said no, that's fine.
Roll me a persuasion check anyway.
Sure. I got a 9.
She looks down at you and says, no.
Alright, give me a sec. Let me see what I've got in my bag. I'm gonna say if I chuck them a gold coin, can I do it?
No.
Hello?
No.
Oh. I'm gonna ask what it takes for me to use their tools.
Give me that scythe you're carrying.
No.
Then no tools.
I'm gonna quickly walk back out the door, ask the gnome the same question.
He goes, tee-hee! It seems like that, she was quite mean to you, huh?
I just want to use your tools. I don't care how they act towards me, dude.
Can I look at Melania and go, I think he's getting scammed.
Yeah, by that time that you would have heard that, Mouse and Milani would have walked up, seeing the gnome and you having a conversation. But he goes, if you want to use our tools, you'll have to give us something of equal value.
Yeah, I just turn around and go,
Wait, is it more along the lines of like, if you're gonna have their item, they want something of yours, and then when you're done with it, they'll return it?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, but I like the scythe's the thing I want to work on. Alright. I'm gonna
Give them pigeon.
say yeah, that'd go well. I'm gonna ask the gnome then, what's worth me using his tools to him, like value wise?
He scratches his head. He thinks about it for a minute. He goes, maybe do me a favor?
Depends on the favor.
You're an artificer, right?
Correct.
Want to make me a dick?
Now that I can do.
Here's the thing.
Yep.
I had this really weird idea for a sword.
Right?
Oh my god, this is going so bad.
I thought the other day that because my wife, Orc, likes to cook so much,
I swear to God, Tony.
that I'd make a cheese grater sword.
I hate you.
If you can make this piece of iron into a cheese grater sword that she can use to kill people with,
Yep.
I'll make you a deal.
You're a son of a bitch.
That's fine. Yeah, I will make the cheese grater sword.
I
Cool.
swear to God,
You listening
Tony.
to him?
Let's see. I want you to roll.
Performance, wouldn't it?
No.
No, because I'm an artificer.
Yeah, it's because he's an artificer. I want you to roll. Roll me a survival check.
Survival?
Yes.
Huh?
It's wisdom based. That's the only reason why I'm doing survival, is because it's wisdom based. And it's the only one that makes sense. That's wisdom.
Fair enough.
You're basically using your knowledge of.
Yeah, no, I got you. Yeah, I was looking for it and I was like, yeah, I see it. I got a 12.
Okay. So you take that piece of iron. It doesn't look like a cheese grater. It looks more like, what's the best way to describe it? You make it like a chef's knife, but in a greatsword form.
Mm-hmm.
He looks back at it and says, that's not a cheese grater.
Norbit's going to turn around and go, if I'm being completely honest, I'm not from around here. I don't know what a cheese grater is. I assumed you meant a kitchen knife. Can you show me a cheese grater so I have an idea?
Sure. He walks back inside, grabs a cheese grater, walks back out, and puts it in front of you and says, I want a sword that looks like that.
So I'm going to proceed to ask, do you want that, the side piece like that, or the full thing to just be a giant cheese grater?
No.
I want.
No, just give me a second.
No, I know what you're talking about, Rhaegar, but I don't know what the gnome's talking about.
He's doing it specifically because of this.
Because of the way he's wording it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
For those listening at home, I am cursing my DM so fucking hard because he is literally just copy and pasted, ripped off an idea that I put in Discord.
But it's great though, isn't it?
Uh-huh. You said it was stupid.
It is stupid. That's why I'm doing it.
Alright. I'll ask.
So the gnome responds and says, I want the sides of the blade to be the scratchy part, but I want it to be in the shape of a sword that has the sharp edges around it so that my wife in there can use it as like a regular sword.
So while holding the great kitchen knife in my hand. That's what I'm gonna stick with calling it.
Sure.
I'm gonna say so. This as a base shape is fine. You just want the sides to be cheese grater, correct?
Yep.
Before I
Sure do.
The flat of the blade.
The flat of the blade, yes.
Yeah, it's at the sides basically, the flat
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure with him that that's exactly what he wanted. I
Yep.
will attempt to roll again.
the survival again, yeah.
Do I potentially get any sort of help with this now that I have an image
I
in front of
will
me?
let you roll it with advantage because it's almost like he's giving you the help action because he showed you the cheese grater. So yeah, I'll let you roll it with advantage.
How the fuck did I get a 12 again on that first one? 12 again. I mean, technically, I've already got the base sword. I'm just putting fucking things on the
I was fixing
side.
to say you've already got the
Yeah.
base down, so I will
All
just
I'm basically
say
doing is
that.
like picking pieces of the metal and like drilling them up, essentially.
Yeah, I'll say that you make a great sword that looks like a chef's knife, but has the cheese grater sides on it.
Yep.
He looks at it, he inspects it, and he's like, "Damn, that's actually pretty fucking good."
I'll say, before I hand it to him, though, I will say, because technically, our artificer's like really good at this shit.
Technically, yes.
So this has now got a shit ton more value to it since it's been crafted. I'm gonna say,
yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna turn around and go, now, since I've crafted this, yes, using your base materials, it is now worth a considerable more of an amount than it was when you first passed me this hunk of metal. In return, I would like to use your tools and potentially materials in your shop.
Well, I tell you what, just have all this. And he hands you a box of tools with a side box of materials in it.
All right.
It says, "It's on the house."
Sounds great. I'll pass him the sword and I will... Can I head into the back of his workshop to work on something?
You could technically do it right here because it's kind of like, if you've ever been to a blacksmith shop, most
Yeah.
of their shops are like outdoorsy.
Yeah, that's why I
So-
imagined that the back of it would have been
Yeah,
like...
so you could technically do it like right
Yeah,
where you're standing at.
I would like to do that. I want to work on the scythe toner.
Okay, I will let you do that, but I'm also
Yep.
going to have the
Switch
gnome
over.
look over and look at Mouse and Milani and be like, "So what did the two of you want?" And then you hear him go, "Tee-hee."
Oh, he's asking me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Milani's there with you, but he's looking at the two of you.
Oh yeah, I need my my pelt. I need it turned into a cloak. Ugh, shit.
All right.
Couldn't I technically do that for him?
Not what he's wanting, no.
Oh, alright.
So, do you hand him the pelt?
Yes.
All right, so he takes the pelt and
Look at the quality of the beast I killed. Look at it.
he goes,
It's magnificent.
"Tee-hee, I've seen better."
You little fucking shit.
Wait, actually, important question. Who's taller, Mouse or the gnome?
The gnome. Not by much, but the gnome is taller.
I know a gnome. You don't want to meet the gnome I know.
But
You better watch it. And I pull out a deck of cards, and when I say that, it's like, you don't want to meet the gnome I know.
he looks at it and says, "Well, what do you want me to do with it?"
I forgot what it was. What did I have to do it done to it before?
Essentially you had it turned into like a cloak.
Yeah, of course.
Is that what you want with this one?
Yes, the same thing.
The exact same thing? Okay. He looks down at it and says,
yeah.
"Well, it's lucky that you're short because this pelt's just small enough to fit your small ass." And then he turns around and he scampers off. Says, "I'll be right back."
Fucking hate other gnomes.
he goes inside. It's like that cartoon thing where you hear like the loud sounds in the background and you see the building move up and down. It's kind of like that. Like you could tell that he's working and shit. It has that kind of effect to it. And it takes him roughly about 6 hours to get it done. So it's about mid-afternoon by the time that he finishes it. He comes back out and says, "There you go. That'll be 300 gold."
Are you seeking some slick new gaming gear to add to your arsenal? Our friends over at Inked Gaming have developed their site into a one-stop shop for all of your tabletop gaming needs. From vibrant-looking dice to cleverly designed dice bags to sweet sleeves, playmats, and a whole lot more. Their site is rich with quality goods that will help you up your game. Team Inked has been a friendly, reliable supplier to the gaming community for nearly 10 years, and we want them to continue growing for the next 100. In fact, we love their products so much that they didn't even approach us to promote them on our podcast. We wanted to utilize our affiliation with Inked to let people know about their gear. So head on over to inkedgaming.com today and get your hands on some awesome gear that matches your game and your style.
Oh, he already finished it?
Yep. Took him 6
Oh,
hours to do it, but he
shit.
finished it.
I don't have 300 gold, Tony.
Well, shit. I guess I'll just have to take it off your hands. And he
You little fucker.
turns
How much
back
gold
around.
have you got?
280.
Norbit's gonna lig him 20 gold.
I mean, I can have. Oh no, I don't know.
Norbit's gonna
You're
give him
supposed
20
to be
gold.
earning money, not fucking spending it.
Well, actually, I
Norbit's
wasn't
giving him
expecting
20
him
gold.
to already do
Oh,
it like
man.
right then and there. Like, holy shit!
Yeah, Norbit's gonna flick like 20 gold to him and just be like,
I
"Hey,
figured he was going to like give me a price first, you know?
Yeah, I gave you a price, 300 gold.
Yeah, after you already did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
who
no,
fucking
he
does
he-
that.
No, he's a fucking con artist. He's a gnome.
Oh, you little shit!
Wait, actually, can Norbit inspect it?
Yes, have Norbit inspect it.
Okay, go for it.
I
I
wanna
want you to
inspect the
roll me
quality of
a. I want you to
Perception,
roll
would it
me
be?
a perception or investigation check. One of the two.
I will. Actually, wouldn't I also be able to do insight?
I would say insight would be all right too. Yeah.
I'll do insight.
If you do insight, I'm going to give you a completely different answer than what you would have gotten with the other two. But you can do insight if you
Well,
want.
I want to see the level of craftsmanship on this and see if it's worth 300 gold. So, which one would you
Okay.
recommend I
Yeah.
roll?
So I would say roll insight then.
14.
Okay. He's conning the fuck out of Mouse.
I'm gonna straight up say gonna say this ain't worth 300 gold.
Well, aren't you just a little shit?
Now, what was that about?
I'm gonna straight up turn around and go to him. He's part of my party.
Alrighty then. How about 250? 250 is the lowest I'll go.
I look at Norbit.
I'm gonna look at it and I want to see if it's worth 250.
All right, go for it.
Now that I know that he's trying to con me, can I use can I roll an
Yeah,
insight?
yeah, you
Wait,
can.
actually, Tony, wouldn't I already know from my previous check how much it's worth?
Not with that.
Not with
one,
a
no.
14.
No.
What about a 50?
How do I?
He's still conning him.
But Tony, I'm gonna turn around to him and go, I made you a sword that is worth a lot more than the tools and the materials you give me.
I guess that works.
Take the
12.
price off.
No, 12.
and
No,
give
12 is enough.
I got
he's
18 though. It's
conning
18
you.
total. It's 18,
18
total.
total? Okay, yeah. You can tell he's definitely fucking conning you.
Right, I'm gonna turn around to him and say, I crafted you that sword. That sword was worth a lot more than the tools and the materials you've given me.
Well, fuck you too, buddy.
I'm gonna turn around and say that for the price of that, what that sword's worth and what you could potentially sell that for, you can sell him this for what would I consider this price is like the thing is worth?
With the
15.
18, with the 15 you got and the 18 Mouse got,
Yeah.
technically this cloak is only worth like 30 gold pieces.
Right, so I'll do a solid and I'll say I'll chuck you the 50 gold, which is more than that's worth, and we both know it.
Well, fucking hell. I guess I'll take that.
There you go, Mouse. I'll take the 50 gold off me, and then Mouse can keep his 200.
He turns around, looks at Mouse, and says, "You're fucking lucky I like this guy." And then he turns around and walks off and goes into his building.
And he's going to hear from me later on. I'm going to talk to father about this, and I'm going to fuck his life up.
I'm waiting for the
Trying to
orc to come
gun me.
bust him through.
I don't think there was an orc. I think he's just talking about himself. Maybe he doesn't have anything to compensate for something, little fucking shit.
So, Rhaegar, I'm going to say by this time that you would have definitely for sure have already arrived at the house, but there's nobody there except for the family that previously lived there.
I asked them if they recall hearing where Milani, Mouse, and Norbert were heading after they departed.
They say, yeah, they were heading towards the south of town, towards the blacksmith area. They said something about working on some materials and stuff that they had. All right. Norbit.
There is one thing I want to do to my dual scythe. So I'm going to do a throwback to an older episode. I have no runes that I forgot about until now.
Okay.
I would like to essentially engrave the rune onto the thing of the return.
Okay. So you can engrave it onto that and make it into a potential throwing weapon. The only problem is that you have to have the rune to where that you can turn your scythe into a throwing weapon, because essentially it's not a throwing weapon right now.
Oh yeah, I'm not done fucking about with it. Yeah,
Okay,
I want that
cool.
rune on it for in case I like drop it or whatever for the time being.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you inscribe the rune on there, it now has the return effect, so that if you were to throw it or drop it, it comes back to your hand.
Yep.
The way that will work is that in order for it to return back to you successfully, you're going to have to make a dexterity saving throw, essentially.
Right.
And you will have to reach a certain DC depending on how far it's thrown or dropped.
Is that because of the size?
And also because of the size, yes.
Yeah.
So essentially, think of it like if you just drop it on the ground, the DC would be like something as simple as like DC of 5 or something.
Yeah.
Just shoot it back to your hand. But if you quite literally throw it,
yeah,
then it will go higher, depending on how far you throw it.
Okay, yeah. So the second thing I would like to do with it, which is something I'm going to have to ask you if you're going to allow.
Sure.
I would like to. I'm going to tell you what it is first, and then you can tell me if I can do it or not.
Sure.
I would like to split the blade, like the handle in the middle, so now it's essentially 2 scythes.
That would make it a throwing weapon if you did that, but yes.
But add a chain between the two, like a long chain between the two of them, so that they're attached still, but like by a chain rather than
I will let you add a chain that will reach an additional.
It doesn't have to be long. I could, yeah.
Like, I'm thinking I will allow you to reach an additional 5 feet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, honestly.
So
that seems
if you want to do that, that's fine.
Yep.
And I will allow that, yes.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll do that. And now, technically speaking, I can't. If I keep hold of one side, I can only throw it as far as 5 feet, and that.
Yeah, you can throw it about 5 feet further than a melee attack. So, in the way that melee works is that you have to be within 5 feet of the person anyway. So essentially, you're getting to where you could do a melee attack within 10 feet. So you're adding an additional 5 feet.
And with the return, I don't have to pull it back. Because obviously, if I hold one side of it and then throw the other, the chain's going to keep it attached, and technically, I just have to. That's why I did that.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Milani and Mouse if they need anything doing while I have these tools and materials on me.
I don't think I need anything.
Okay. Mouse?
You don't need a weapon upgraded, armor upgraded, nothing like that?
Keep in mind, Norbit, you've only got one of those enhanced abilities left.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
Okay.
So I'm while he's talking to me, I'm actually trying on my new cloak and like posing like all nice.
It fits just right.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah. Good do I look?
So actually, Tony, something I want to do to Mouse's cloak.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up, and before I do this, I'm gonna ask you if you're gonna allow me to do it. Do you know my infuse magic spell? Oh, ability trait, whatever.
Yeah. Wait, hold up. Which one are you using?
I'm gonna infuse it with light. So I wanna know if I can make that activate by like the click of his fingers, for instance, or something.
So
if I can use like,
your
activation.
infused abilities, basically yes, but it's more the lines of that. The materials that you just got, you're gonna have to use some of that in order to do it. It's kind of like crafting, basically.
I thought with my trait, it's just something I touch and I can infuse it with.
It depends on the infusion. That's why I was asking you which one you're going to do. So depending on which one you do, will require less, and some will require more. So which infusion are you wanting to do?
It would have been the sheds a bright light in 5 foot radius.
Okay, yeah, you won't need materials for that. You can just snap your fingers and do it.
Yeah, so would I be able to let Mouse activate that by clicking his fingers or something like that?
No,
Have it in
it
activation?
stays active consistently. So the moment you activate it,
Yeah, that's what I was asking. If there's no way I can.
no, you can't
No.
turn it off. So once you turn it on, it stays on.
Alright, I'm gonna ask Mouse. Do you want that cape to glow like a fucking lantern at all times?
Oh,
Or a
hell
dim,
no.
or a dim light for extra distance.
How am
and
I
it
supposed to
only
be sneaky with that?
Hey, I don't know. I asked him if I could make it so it was activated by like a click of your fingers, but he said
No,
I can't do that.
it's one of those infusions that it will stay active as long as it's on the cloak, so it never goes away and turns off.
Yeah.
What about I'm trying to think.
Also, Tony, while he's thinking, what other runes do I know? Because I don't remember at all.
The only other rune that you know doesn't
I know-
really, it won't work on anything unless you're proficient with it,
Yeah.
and nobody in this entire party is proficient with that spell.
Yeah, I know. I just want to know what
What-
it is for future reference.
what
I'm going to write them
about-
down.
Let me.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Yep.
What if does the cloak still have the eyeballs?
Sure.
But I will say
What
it
if
only
we-
lasts as long as like X amount of days compared to my intelligence modifier. So
Well, actually, yeah, no, I take that back. I forgot
Yeah.
there's some infusions you have that are indefinite, but then there's
Yeah.
other infusions that last a certain amount of days. But the ones that are indefinite, they last until Norbit dies, and then after he dies, then it's an amount of days equal to his modifier.
yeah.
Ah.
So it's not permanent. It's just for however long.
The
Obviously,
light
I
one-
can keep infusing it every time it goes out. But I mean,
Yeah, the light one is not permanent, but the enhanced armor and enhanced weapon are permanent until he dies. And if he
Yeah.
dies, then they last up until the amount of days equal to his modifier.
Ooh, what about why can't we do enhanced armor then?
Because I think he's out.
I've got I think it was 1 or 2 left, and I've already done that with Mouse.
I know you've done 2.
Wait, you done it with me?
Yeah,
When?
because I did your
your
weapon.
gun is
I did your
enhanced.
weapon.
Oh, it was a weapon.
Yeah, I
enhanced my
only have
weapon.
limited ones. I can only do it so many
I think
times. Is it per
I think
level?
you have one more, and it's an enhanced armor. I think.
Yeah,
But
it
after
is.
that, you're done with that until you can get the specific level up to get that another one of
Yeah.
those.
Exactly. Yeah.
So do you want to do that?
I mean, I'm seeing what Mouse wants first before I do anything.
I don't think I can use the light thing unless it's like made to where I can control it.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
gonna
was
go ahead and
thinking.
tell you, if you had the light thing on that, you're not gonna be able to control it, and you're gonna roll all of your stealth rolls with disadvantage with the light
Yeah.
being shed on you.
I don't think that's gonna benefit me. I'm
No, it's gonna
No.
make it worse for you.
Yeah. I like if I've yeah. Anyway, I'm looking at what other
Rhaegar, by this
infusions.
time, you would have arrived.
I'm looking at what other infusions I can do. But what was the other rune I could do, Tony?
I'm gonna have to go back and look at my notes because
Alright.
I don't I know it's a spell that you can cast, but nobody here is proficient in that spell.
I
It's
thought
a
it was the
high-level spell.
I thought it was a lightning thing. I like something along the lines of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if I'm not mistaken, you learned the lightning bolt spell, but
No,
nobody.
it wasn't a spell. It was like I could infuse a weapon or something with lightning, if I remember correctly. Something like that, anyway.
I'll have to go back and look at my notes, but
Yeah, because the way I'm remembering it is apparently didn't I do that with Chrome's?
no, his warhammer was already that way.
I thought you said that the backlot story of that hammer was I infused it with return. And,
No,
like,
the
thunder or something.
backstory of his hammer is that his father did it.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know I've got something to do with lightning anyway as one of the runes, but the only other infusions I can do, Mouse, is make it emit a sound, make it look like something else, so like an element and shit. So I can make your cape look like it was made out of fire, for instance, but don't know what fucking good that would do.
No.
Oh man, I wish I like. Is there an aesthetic one that we can do? Like something that just makes it look a certain way?
Yeah, there is. That's the one that I
What?
said that can make it look like an element or something. I can make it
Yeah,
look
he
like
can
a
make it
picture
look
or-
like a
Ah.
certain thing for
I can make-
certain amount of
yeah.
days.
I'll
Okay,
tell you.
you know how? Okay, can we? Tony, is it like long fur, like really long?
It's
Well, like-
it's a wolf pelt, so yeah.
Right. So it's pretty long. Okay. The reason I want to ask is I want to kind of give it the effect to where it's like hair underwater, where it's just like flowing.
He technically could do that. No,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Just because it doesn't really do anything other than be aesthetically pleasing to the eye, I'll allow it to indefinitely have that instead of just the amount of days equal to its modifier.
To be fair, that one doesn't have a limit. The visual
Does it
effect
not?
one.
Okay,
No.
good. All right. So go ahead and move that to the one to where that it's you've already used it up and you will not be able to use that one again. Mouse, your pelt now looks like that you're underwater, essentially, like the way you were describing it.
Look, I'm a landfish, and I start swimming,
Oh my
making the
God.
swimming motion.
Yep. Yep. Rhaegar, you walk up and see him doing swimming motions.
Rhaegar, you want to see a trick?
Sure.
I grab the cloak with both hands and spread it out, and then I flap it like with one good flap, like its wings.
It
Just to see if the
flaps
hair
really slowly because of the magical property it has. It looks like it's underwater.
Look. Oh no, I can't breathe! And I'm pretending like I'm drowning.
Couldn't I technically infuse Mouse's fur with that same thing?
No,
No,
because
don't
it's
touch my fur.
no,
Don't touch
it's,
me.
no,
Don't touch
because
me.
it's a living being versus this is an object. So
Plus, this is mouse. You don't touch mouse.
Fair. All right. Yeah. So Milani, you said you didn't want anything doing, right? Because I can change
Right, I'm good.
weapons. I can change armor.
No, I like my weapon.
Right.
she has a fucking guitar that has like scythes on the end of it. I think she's good.
I could add more strings to it.
Why would I want more strings?
Play more complex tunes.
Nah.
All right. Mouse, you want your gun
Anyway.
up? You want your gun changing? You want a new scope? You want like a handle, like that?
Why would you put a scope on a guitar? Like
No, on Mouse's gun. You.
oh no, mouse. Okay, gotcha. I was like, wait, what?
I mean, fire magic, fucking music. I don't know. Like, no, Mouse, do you want a new scope, a grip, or anything like that?
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it'd be aesthetically pleasing, just like the water fur.
Wait, well, no, a scope would be useful, though, wouldn't it?
No.
Not with your case. No.
No.
Well, I haven't
like,
used the
that's
materials and
something.
shit, yeah.
That's like something I'd have to actually like acquire from what Tony's told me before.
Yeah.
Because it's
His
because
weapon is very
it's
unique.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
So
yeah, I
it's
got
one of
ya.
those things that it's like bonus DLC.
Wait, don't you have a dagger, Mouse?
I have a sword gun.
No, but you could have.
Yeah, I could have a yeah.
Yeah, I
Milani's
mean,
right,
well,
could
Oh,
have.
I mean,
But you're still not wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I
mean,
do have a sword. I have like a what is it, like a small rapier, Tony?
So
That's what it is.
So the sword that's
Castigo?
inside of Castigo is a long sword, technically. Here, I'll make you a deal. Norbit, I will allow you, if Mouse wants it, to combine Castigo with his current weapon to change it into a brand new weapon. But in return, you lose all the materials you just gained and you no longer can use infusions.
I can wait. Why can I no longer use infusions?
Not until you gain your next infusion. So you
Well,
take
when
all
we
of
say
them away.
when we say infusions, do we mean the runes or the spells?
Both.
The runes aren't an infusion, though. I just engrave
Well,
it
okay,
onto
yeah.
the gun.
So basically what I'm saying is that you're going to give up that rune, and you're going to take the infusions that you have not used yet and put
Until
them
I
under
Yeah.
you've used them up
Until I level up again, basically.
until you level up again and get more infusions.
I mean, will it benefit Mouse's weapon in any way?
Absolutely.
Then it's his call. If he wants it doing, I'm more than happy to.
I don't know. Does anybody else need anything? I don't want to be greedy.
I mean, Rhaegar's only just got here, and I can still take.
I already said I didn't need anything, so and
Yeah. I've changed my weapon. Milani doesn't need anything. I've still got 2 boxes of components in my bag. So I don't have the tools, but I have the components I can use. If I can just get more tools to upgrade Rhaegar shit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Roll me a survival check with advantage.
Me?
No.
Norbit.
I'm
Norbit.
like, wait, what?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Oh, that's fucking perfect. Okay. So Mouse, he takes both of your guns
Uh-huh.
and you see him wave his hand over the both of them, and you see on each of the two guns, you see all of these runes start to appear, and then the guns start to shake.
Expelliarmus!
They start to shake, and then all of a sudden you see this bright light,
And you hear Norbit go, Leviosa.
and
then we hear the sound of duct tape being wrapped really, really fast during that bright light.
But what comes out of the light is honestly quite something you didn't expect.
It's now just a manual cannon he walks
No,
around.
it looks exactly like your original gun, except that the sword is now a great sword. You are now proficient with great swords. And etched onto the side of the gun is 5 slots for Ethereal and the words El Cazador.
So Machuter is now El Cazador? What the fuck is El Cazador?
Means destroyer.
Yep.
Machuter's better.
I'd also like to mention in the trigger, I've engraved Norbit. Like on the actual trigger itself.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
So-
I take a does anybody have a knife?
I'm actually still not done describing the gun.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
but like
Go on.
let me do this real quick for the name. Can I do something real quick?
Do you want to change the name?
Well, no, it's gonna still say that, but I want just for shits and giggles, I want to take a knife and like exit out, and then write Machuter like the worst handwriting ever above it.
Okay, sure.
So you
sure.
see Machooter.
Machuter. Fine.
Machuter.
Okay. But all right, so I'm going to finish describing the weapon, and I was going to wait until you got to your island to give this to you anyway, but we'll just go ahead and give it to you because fuck it, Norbit's here and he made the deal. So okay,
deal with the devil.
Mouse. The weapon itself is in the same aspects of the weapon that was a gun and sword, except without the downsides to it. Your attack roll is still the same as your Machuter originally was.
Yeah.
But your damage goes up by 1 die.
Oh shit.
You have 5 slots connected to the side of the barrel, which will allow you to add ethereal crystals to it to give it more effects later on. But your Machuter now has to where that you can shoot it as a rifle. You will add an additional 30 feet to the distance of which you can shoot it. You add an extra die. If you crit with this weapon, while in stealth, you will deal an extra d6 on your stealth damage. Also,
Like I do an extra D6.
So when you're in stealth, you know how that because you're a rogue, you have the ability to where you can add a d6 to your damage. If you crit with the weapon while in stealth, you will add an additional d6 on top of that d6, so it'll end up being 2d6.
What about the sword part of it? Can you now use it?
That's what
as
I'm
like a
about to
melee
get to now. That's what I'm getting to now. Mouse. So when it comes to the sword, it has become a great sword, but you are now proficient with great swords and only great swords.
Can I write that down in weapon proficiencies?
Yes, you are proficient with great swords.
Oh, sweet.
If you deal melee damage with the sword part after you run out of ammo, you deal the damage that Machuter dealt with the original damage from the original gun.
So 2d10 plus
It'd be 2d10 plus whatever your modifier is. But if it's in gun form, you add an additional die to that. So it'd be 3d whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to
Also, because the crystals are embedded into the hilt, the sword will gain the benefits from the ethereal that will be attached to it as well. So any benefits you get from the ethereal crystals, you will also add that to the sword as well.
I have yet to find one.
Correct.
Yes. Rhaegar, you need out doing to your axe?
No, you're done. Yeah, you're
Well,
done.
I have components, I just don't have
No,
tools.
you're done.
No,
Yeah,
he gave the option of
if
using
you do
everything.
this, you wasted all
having
your
to-
components. You've used all of your infusions. You got rid of the rune that you got. All of that is all used up on Mouse's gun.
You didn't say about the 2 components in the bag before.
Yeah. When I said all components, I meant all components.
Yeah, like all materials is what he said.
All materials. Everything.
Technically I could buy more, but yeah. Alright.
You can buy more materials, yes, but you have no more infusions. And all the materials that you did have, you've used them all up for this one weapon. And
That's
that
fine.
rune that you also had, you no longer have it.
I didn't have a rune. I know
Well,
the
the rune that we were discussing before.
The way we work that out is it's something I can put onto stuff, so like I can engrave it into something.
Yeah, so in this case, you no longer have that ability. You've used it all up. That ability to benefit Mouse in this way.
Alright.
So okay, so I slide it onto I reattach because I feel like I took fucking A. I just read my ideals. I forgot to put that there. Smoke weed or day. So I still have that. Was it a bandolier or a strap or something?
Yeah, so the strap kind of like infused itself into the hilt.
Oh, okay.
So it like the strap is still there, but it no longer has the slots for the crystals. It's now in the hilt, and the reason it's in the hilt is so that it can benefit the sword too.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide it on since it's attached in a certain way. So like it's like now on my back, and then I could just slide it off and slide it on if I want to use the gun, and then if not, I'll pull out the sword. It'd be easier that way.
Yep.
So okay, guys, I'm rocking a white wolf cloak and a bedazzled blunderbuss rifle.
You're not doing anything.
Plus rifle cannon. Yeah.
And, like quite literally, that's what this shit is.
For me, it is, because I'm so small and petite and cute.
Rhaegar, do you say anything knowing that you just walked up on all this happening? Because you saw Mouse randomly swimming in the middle of the street. You watched Norbit make this, honestly, this beautiful fucking gun out of 2 guns that Mouse had already had. Milani's just standing there.
No.
I'm standing there looking at them because they're freaking weirdos, especially Mouse.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
I would like to state after Norbit did that, he went full moron and just started playing with stones on the ground.
Cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
But let's let Rhaegar do what he wants to do now, though, because we've kind of skipped out on him a little bit. So, Rhaegar, what do you want to do?
I mean, you skipped out on Milani more than you've skipped out on me.
Well, Milani we skipped out because of the fact of the background stuff that was going on. But now that it's quiet, if Milani wants to do anything, by all means.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
Damn it, Kaisa, buy something!
Well,
No,
like, you
because
guys
I'm
still need to go get a boat.
Exactly.
We spent quite literally an hour and a half just with you guys bullshitting.
Don't worry. Don't
I
worry.
prefer.
We always figure it out in the end.
Unfortunately,
do.
yes.
And on top of that, we wasn't bullshitting. We was upgrading.
Yes. There's a difference.
Now Mouse is a swimming cannon of great swordness.
Yes.
How is that
I
not
is-
an upgrade compared to
I
the
know.
little
I
mouse
feel
with
like
a
a
pistol?
submarine, and that is my torpedo cannon.
Like, I tell them at the very beginning of the session they need a boat, and they go, oh no, we're going to go and make a glass cannon with a fucking coat made out of wolf pelts.
Just strap me to the front of the ship, and I will defend it.
I mean, I actually tried to fucking progress that goal.
Rhaegar is the smart one and tried to
We
progress
don't
it.
get
Milani
many
hasn't done
options.
anything. Like,
We don't get many options to upgrade. When we get the chance, we're gonna do it.
Anyway, Milani says she's not going to do anything.
Nope, I'm keeping my
So
money.
Rhaegar, what do you want to do?
I relayed to the fucking morons that there is a captain willing to help us gain entry to a party that is going to be filled with heavy gamblers. That should give us enough coin to purchase passage to Mouse's Island, and that one of the crew has hinted to me that they might be semi-successful in being able to navigate part of the way there. I'm obviously like dumbing this down because I'm not wanting to say that there's another mouse folk on the ship and that it's Raphael, who obviously doesn't want Mouse to know that he's there.
Wait.
That was out of session, Mouse.
How did they? I know. That's not what I'm saying. Wait to. But I'm saying wait to the first part because I understand that the other part you didn't actually say. God, Rhaegar, I'm not stupid.
I just saw you going full troll there. I was like, holy shit.
So I look at it, I was like, what's the wait, they know how to get to home?
Yeah, apparently one of their crew has sailed in that sort of direction before. Look, I didn't ask too many fucking questions, okay?
Wait, no, you didn't ask questions about how they know how to get to a secret island that no one's supposed to be able to get to.
I mean, if they're telling us that they know how to get there, they know how to get there safely, then I'm all for it. Just fucking go with it, okay?
Norbert's going to use the stone on the floor to write out gullible.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Rhaegar. I trust you, my friend. I trust you. What's the name of the captain?
Oh, shit.
Man.
I look at Mouse and I say, I know that his dog's name is Leo.
He has a dog named Leo. You got all of that.
Yeah, he has a mechanical dog named Leo.
Oh, mechanical dog named Leo.
It's going to interest both Norbert and Mouse.
Yeah, it's basically Pigeon, but as a Mastiff.
No way.
Yeah.
Tony, would I know about that?
Norbert's eyes glow up, kind of like when Asta hears about new magic in Black Clover.
You kind of got.
Why does that sound familiar?
You kind of get the notion that if somebody has something very similar to what Norbert has, it's 9 times out of 10 that they have some skills in being an artificer.
Oh, shit. It's just, wait, does he have like a rope, like a mechanical ship too?
No, it's just a normal ship.
Well, that's just boring.
I mean, I thought the dog was pretty interesting.
I look at Norbert and goes, right, it's boring, right? I ain't impressed.
I
Mastiff.
mean, if I had a
everybody
vote,
sees a dog. Wait a minute, has anybody see a giant pigeon?
I mean,
Come on.
exactly. Like Norbert's going to respond with, "If I had a bow, it would be mechanical."
See?
I mean, I was more
Secret
interested
minds.
with how shitbags going to interact with them, but you know, okay.
They're probably just gonna smell each other's butts.
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Does a robot dog smell?
Listen, we have.
Oh me.
Okay, so we need to go back to the dogs because in order to gain entry to this party, we need to be seen to be at least be a part of this guy's crew, which he's willing to accommodate.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
So is that where you guys go?
There, you happy, TM? I have forwarded the plot. My job here is done.
Is that where you guys go? Is that where you guys go?
We're off to see the wizard.
So you're going to the docks?
He was about to say that you're off.
I was about to say, fuck off. Anyway,
Yeah.
are you going to the docks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All of you get there, so all of you see this very basic ship, and Rhaegar, you do see the captain still working on the upper deck. He's kind of getting things prepared to look like he's going out for his mission for the day to get supplies or whatever.
Do I see Raphael?
No, he's not there.
Okay.
So do you guys get on the boat?
I mean, sure.
Okay, so the captain looks up and sees all of you, and he waves you onto the ship. You each get on there. He says, so it seems like you've come to an agreement?
No, we all came here to tell you no.
Stupid.
You wouldn't be the first to have done that, good sir.
What's your name?
Actually, I don't have a name. They call me Nameless.
They call him Jack Swallow.
My name is Nobody.
Like that's quite like he quite literally.
Nobody has blinded me. My brothers, nobody has blinded me.
He looks down and says, I have amnesia. I don't remember who I was. I don't have a name. So they called me nameless. And he pulls down his collar and he has a tattoo written across his neck that says nameless.
Oh wow. Committed to it, did you?
So, question for you, Tony.
You sure?
Do you know when that shit happened with Norbit where he got his memories back?
Okay, yeah.
Does Norbit have any form of way of kind of like trying to recreate that?
No.
Alright, well, Norbit's just gonna walk up and go, I got this. Put my hand on his forehead, and then he goes, do you have your memories back yet?
He says, no, but I have a splitting technique from a metal man crushing my skull.
Hey, Norbit.
I'm gonna turn around. I tried.
Why don't you go say hi to the mechanical dog?
The mechanical dog is sitting there next to him.
I immediately sprint over and start inspecting the mechanics.
There we go. That's him occupied.
It's built more advanced than Pigeon is in the aspect that it uses ethereal crystals to do what it does.
I would like to use Identify.
All right, so you identify 2 ethereal crystals within the mechanical dog. One of the crystals is quite literally just a fireball spell.
Yep.
And the reason that it uses fireball is to activate its kind of like bodily functions. The fire is what causes it to move.
Right.
The part where it has the intelligence is an illusion spell. It's quite literally the guy cast illusion on an ethereal crystal to make an illusion of himself inside of a dog.
Right, so you said there was a spell used to create, correct?
It's one of them is quite literally fireball and the other one is like illusion.
If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
Minor illusion and fireball.
So do I learn minor illusion now then, since
you learn about them?
Well, I mean, right here it says, if the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
I'm going to read Identify because we've had this problem before.
I mean, it says it right there.
I don't think you learn the spell at all.
No. You figure out which spell it is. You don't learn the spell.
You choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has. So already you don't have attunement to it, and unless you get into the levels of attunement for those spells, you will not be able to attune to it.
I do learn how to use it, though.
You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spells created it. So basically, you do learn the spells, but you can't cast them because you're not attuned to them. So they just sit there in your...
Yeah, I learn how to use... like it says that, I learn how to use them.
Okay. The problem here is where it says attunement to use. When it says attunement... that means that you have to look up the spell, and if it says that your class is not able to learn that spell, basically it's just a spell that you can't even cast. You just learn how to do the spell and then not be able to do it. It's kind of like reading a book and gaining information, but the information is useless.
Yeah, but doesn't, I mean, if I continuously practice to try and get attuned to it, I can't?
No.
Eli, certain spells cannot be used by certain classes.
Yeah, so like Identify is only used by bards and wizards technically. So the only reason you have Identify is because of the fact that artificers, well, for your class specifically, you have a ability that delve into the wizard's spell slot lists, and you learned Identify as a non-wizard because of that ability. So in this case, it would be that you would have to somehow find a way to delve into the class specifically for those spells, and then you would be able to attune to those spells.
Oh, got you.
So it's useless information, basically.
All right.
Okay, so the captain looks at Rhaegar and quite literally says, so if you guys are planning on joining us, I'll have you guys come inside with us right quick, and we'll give you the layout, and we'll make the deal. Sound good?
Yeah.
So he takes you into where you would assume the captain's quarters would be. You walk in. It's not what you thought it was. Basically, it's tiny hut. Rhaegar should know what that smell is.
Yeah, Liamon's tiny hut.
Basically, this guy has turned the entirety of the inside of this ship into Liamon's tiny hut and turned it into a giant fucking mansion.
Interesting.
So when you walk in, you're quite literally into the main hallway of a mansion. And
Question.
yeah.
So this is like, okay, I know it's meta. All right,
Okay.
knowing that my little brother's here, but does my brother have the same scent as me, somewhat?
Technically, yes.
Would my dog be able to smell him?
Shitbag would be able to,
Because I'm saying this because he doesn't know that I have shitbag.
yeah. So Shitbag technically would be able to sense something is up.
Ooh, role play,
Okay.
Tony.
So you want me to play a Shitbag?
Yes.
Okay. He goes, so master, are we here for the tacos?
Tacos? Man, did you not just see what we just did? We just came into a ship and look at this place.
Master,
my
I am
God.
a giant chihuahua. Nothing surprises me anymore.
I am very small, and yet I am tiny in here.
It does baffle me that how did he fit a giant mansion inside of a small tiny ship as this? It's quite bewildering, if I must say so myself.
Have you seen those ships in the bottles? It's like that. I bet you he built it in the ship.
Wait, so you can put ships inside of bottles?
Yes, I've seen him do it. They built it inside of the bottle. So
What
he
is
had to
this
build
crazy magic? I
He
do not
built the
understand.
mansion in the ship. Wow.
That is insane.
A mansion in a ship. Genius.
Would they have tacos here inside of the crazy magic ship?
Nameless. Do you have tacos?
Nameless looks at you and says, yes, we have tacos for one of our crew
It's
members.
official. I love it.
Shitbag goes, this is the greatest moment of my life.
Me too.
I see a mansion inside of a ship. I learned that ships can go inside of bottles, and there are tacos here. Greatest day of my life.
Let's go get a taco.
Well, your life isn't that great, so.
You and Shitbag walk off to go look for tacos.
Smell for the tacos, my little friend. Smell for the tacos.
Roll a... What is his,
I know he gets advantage whenever he's using his...
Actually, I'm going to let you fucking roll for it. It's your dog. Roll me a perception check for Shitbag.
Yeah. Give me a minute. Let me find his stats.
I'm not giving you the satisfaction of my 18 plus whatever your modifier is, so I want you to roll for it.
Oh, let's see. Senses passive perception is 12, and he gains advantage. Has advantage on wisdom perception checks. Does that count as a? Right?
He's smelling, so yes.
Yeah. So hearing and smelling is what he. Okay. 12, and then we roll again.
Yep.
15.
Shitbag looks up at you and says,
He's coming.
why does this ship smell like you?
And he says, he's coming.
Run. He's coming.
Run.
Oh my god. Shut
Damn
up.
it. Damn it, Milani.
But yeah, Shitbag turns to look at you, Mouse. Shitbag smells your scent, but also is not your scent. And he looks to you and says, "Why do I smell you? Very weird."
I'm sorry I farted earlier. I apologize.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no.
I generally like to sniff my own.
Because I
farts
haven't
too,
had a
but-
taco yet. We gotta get those tacos. Where's the tacos?
Yeah, that's the most important thing is the tacos.
Follow the scent.
He follows the scent of the tacos, and you are led to the kitchen where you see a high elf making tacos. The
Oh my
high
God.
elf is smoking a giant yellow blunt and looks to you and says, "Ah, another mouse folk."
Oh.
What do you know? It's like, hey, I smell the I smell the weed. All right, and because of my lore and my history, can I automatically know what it is?
Yes, it is. It's based off of technically acid.
Interesting, interesting. So that's your trick. So you like that? Okay. You like to get trippy as fuck, don't you, dude? You my kind of guy.
Oh,
That fist
you
bump 'em.
know, you know.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah.
Alright, you wanna hit one with me?
Fuck no.
Ah,
I
well,
leave that for you. I feel that. I
more
leave that
for
for you,
me.
my friend.
He's-
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, fist bump him again.
he rips into it, and every time he speaks now, pink bubbles come out of his mouth.
The best kind is the people that do all the experimental stuff without me. I love seeing this, and I'm not looking at shitbag when I'm saying this. I love seeing that shit.
And all you hear from us is blub, 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 and you see pink bubbles coming out of his mouth.
Wait, hold the fuck on. What do you mean other mouse folk?
Pink bubbles come out of his mouth, and he's trying to explain to you, but all you hear is blub, 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 blub.
Fuck! There's another mouse folk here?
You literally just fucked yourself there.
Ah, that's so good. But yeah, that's all you hear him say is blub, 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 and pink bubbles coming out of his mouth. And he's trying to explain it to you. He's doing hand motions to try to show you what he's trying to say, but he can't use words because bubbles.
Oh man, I just want to forget it. Taco. We want taco.
He points his finger up and goes, blah, 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 blah. And then he grabs a plate of tacos and he just hands it to you.
Taco. Here you go, my friend. Taco.
He eats the taco and he's like, "Why does this taste like weed?"
Oh fuck.
Then you see shitbag shits out a rainbow colored shit.
Everybody hit the deck.
I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
What's my wisdom? Oh god. Oh, wisdom. Oh, that's my bet. Yeah, that's my thing. That's my jam. Wisdom. 6.
You fail, good sir. I need you
Use
to
a luck
roll
point.
me. I need you to roll me a D100.
Oh fuck.
This is where he should have used a luck point.
25.
25.
No, I know. I'm not going to use my luck points on that.
An eye appears on your forehead for the next minute. During that time, you have advantage on wisdom/perception checks that rely on sight.
Oh hell yeah! Oh my god. Does it look weird?
It does look weird. It looks like you have a third eye.
Technically, is it third eye, motherfucker? It looks like a third eye, so it
Like,
must
you
not
asked
be
a
a
stupid
third eye.
question, so I gave you a stupid answer.
That's
I
not a
mean-
stupid question. I was literally asking shitbag in character, and then you replied.
And
as
I
the
replied,
DM.
as shitbag, yes, it looks like you have a third eye. What more do you want? I'm eating fucking tacos. I shit out
Technically-
rainbow
Stop
colored
eating
shit.
the tacos.
What else
You
can
did
be
this
weird
to me.
here?
You did this to me.
Technically a fourth eye, if you really think about it.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so Rhaegar, Milani, and Norbit, the three of you are standing in the entrance of what you can only assume is this giant mansion. On the right-hand side of you, there's a set of stairs that are leading up. There are also another set of stairs leading down. Several doors line up the sides of the wall, leading into different areas of this massive ship on the inside. He says that he's going to take you guys upstairs to his office. So do you follow him and his dog?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. All of you get up there, and inside the office, Norbit specifically is going to be the most intrigued by this. 80% of this room is lined up in gold.
Norbit's just gonna immediately have like a panic attack.
A panic attack. Start huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
So the vast majority of this room is lined in gold and very intricate, detailed craftsmanships of different types of woods, metals, all sorts of stuff. You can kind of get the notion that he has the same philosophy that Norbit does, in the sense that he is very obsessive over gold and over fancy materials. He sits in his golden seat. He looks to the three of you and says, "So, we need to come to an agreement, do we not?"
I mean, that's the main reason I approached you this morning, but yeah.
So, if we're going to exactly where I think we're going, I don't know the way. The only reason I was able to traverse those waters in the first place was because of the individual that you met earlier. And he looks to you, Rhaegar.
That makes sense.
So,
is he revealing to Milani and Norbit that...
No, he's being very careful with his words.
Okay.
But he looks to the three of you and says, "So, we're going to need a lot of supplies in order to get through those waters, because I'm going to be quite honest with you. That's the most dangerous part of any of my travels that I've ever been on. And we only go there very seldomly to get very specific supplies." And again, he's being very careful with his words. But I can get you there. I have never been all the way there. We always met up on an island. So the island that we will first stop at on the way there is a very relatively, and he puts big quotation marks with his fingers, safe place to be at. It just depends on if you don't mess with people there. But assuming that your companions can help us out, we could very easily, and I use quotations again, traverse the rest of those waters.
I just look at him and say, I have no doubt that between your guide and my companions that we'll have absolutely no problems with regard to getting there.
So that brings us to the topic of discussion, the supplies. If you get enough gold to get us the supplies we need to last us the month, and you can promise us one bit of an item that we need in order to make it back and get our money's worth, then we will give you safe passage there. But the individual that you saw earlier, and I actually didn't quite catch your name either, good sir. What is your name?
I just look at him and go, yeah, about that. I apologize. My name is Rhaegar.
Rhaegar. Okay. And who are the two of you?
Norbit's still having a panic attack, like rolling around the floor on all the gold.
Wait, there's gold? I miss gold?
You're gonna have to forgive my companion. He has somewhat of a disposition when it comes to objects of a shiny nature. The one that you see rolling around your floor, his name is Norbit.
Fair enough.
All you see is Norbit just going, gold, gold, so much gold.
Yeah, sorry for the white stain that's on your floor as well.
Actually, it kind of looks a little bluish in color. Is that normal?
There's
Ah,
nothing normal about this guy.
Fair enough.
Or you turn, as you say that, you turn around and look at Norbert and he's just licking the gold.
Before I deal with that, and who is this fine lady?
I'm Milani.
Milani.
I just imagine her doing like stepping forward and doing like jazz hands.
Why did I think the exact same
Milani.
thing?
See, I imagined more of a step forward, spin, and then the jazz hands.
like a ballerina at first and then jazz hands.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
if you don't mind, I think that Rhaegar here seems the most sensible to discuss this with out of the three of you. So, Rhaegar, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. It's going to take about a month to get there. We need food and some other things in order for us to get there. I'm going to say that if you can manage to get about 2,000 gold, that will give you the safe passage there, plus the supplies, and we can be on our way tomorrow morning.
That sounds doable.
But I'm also going to throw in the passes for tonight's gambling sessions. So I will write it on there as you being a part of my crew. You will go in there, and specifically, each of you will go to a table and get as much money as you can and accumulate 2,000 gold and bring it back to me. You can do this as a team. You can do it individually, however you want to do it. But as long as you get 2,000 gold and bring that 2,000 gold to me, I will go get us the supplies and we can be on our way. Sound fair?
Absolutely.
He takes a golden pen and you see him stretch out this parchment paper and you see him write fluently as if he's done this several times. He rolls the parchment paper up and stamps a golden stamp with his sigil on it, and he hands it to you, Rhaegar, and he says, "This is your pass to get in. Once you get to the castle, you will see some very peculiar individuals. Hand this to them at the door. Mention that nobody has sent you here. They will know what you're talking about. They will let you in. You can go in, do your gambling, stay as long as you need to in order to reach the amount that you need. You want to make a little extra just for yourselves, that's also fine, as long as you make 2,000 gold and bring it specifically back to me. So here's your pass, and hopefully luck will be on your side. Do you take it, Rhaegar?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go and kind of skip time a little bit. It is now in the middle of the night. You guys are making your way towards the castle keep. Rhaegar has the parchment in hand. He's relayed to Mouse and to Shitbag as to what's going on. You guys make it to the castle, and you do indeed see very weird people at the gate. You see two dryads.
Oh, fucking great.
One of them is a male and one of them is a female. But one of them looks like he's overly buffed. And the female looks like that she wears these square glasses and she's reading a book currently. But the male is the one that notices you. He looks down at all of you and says, "Pass."
I hand it to him.
He grabs it. He reads it. Says, "So who sent you?"
Who the fuck do you think? Nameless sent us.
Sure, got it. He opens the door And behind him, past him, inside of the room is like it's not as extravagant as the casino that you guys went to before, but it is a very good sized casino. It's all on one floor, but you can see several games laid about that you can go to. There's quite a few people here, and they're all dressed for the occasion. So what do you do?
I'm gonna let these guys take the reign on this one.
Mouse, Norbit, Milani.
Are we even what? Huh? Inside of the small casino, inside of the castle, inside of the ship.
Yeah, it's like it's not as it's not as extravagant as the casino you guys went to before, but it is a casino and it's all on one floor.
Nobody wants to ask where the card games are.
You see another dryad walk up and says, yeah, so there is a section for a very special card game called Gambit of Ord. Go back over in that direction, you'll find it.
What about slot machines?
There is no slot machines here, but there is a race. There is a race that is happening tonight at some point.
I don't think I'm quick enough.
You're not the one that's going to be running, sir.
Oh God!
You're not the one that's going to be in the race, sir. You can.
Oh Lord, did you want to be in the race?
A little bit.
Can he be in the race, good sir?
No.
Please.
No.
That's really messed up. I feel like you've got an opportunity here.
Who's racing?
Charge people to participate.
Well, unless he can ride on a giant lizard, I don't think that he can participate.
He rides on the giant pigeon.
A pigeon flies, good sir.
Pigeon can also run.
This is true.
He can make that thing look like anything. Trust me.
Yeah, actually, technically, I can.
Why he chose that bird, I don't know.
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage, Norbit.
Oh, alright, I'm down. Let me find my persuasion. Ah, shit, it's only a +4. Alright. Let's do this anyway. Oh.
Disadvantage.
I know, that's a good start off though, right? Like,
Why'd you get fucking 1?
yeah, true. I mean, don't. We already know it's coming. When it comes to Norbit, nothing's good luck.
Fuck
17.
you. Fuck you. Just fuck you. Just absolutely fuck you. And your goddamn good rolls. The dryad looks to you and says, yeah, I don't know if he'll agree to it, but if you go and talk to the mayor, he might get you in. You'll have to go talk to him. But if you're looking for the card games are over on that end, and he points to the far left of the building.
I would rather go to the person I got to speak to get into the race.
You'll go to the mayor.
I
Mouse,
will go to the mayor.
You'll go to the mayor. Mouse, what do you want to do?
I want to go with him and see what happens.
Fucking hell. God damn it.
That requires me having to go, because he can't go anywhere. I can't go. Like, I
mean, Milani, you could. We're going to be in this.
You're
building,
in the same room, so you can see him very easily. So,
yeah. You don't have to like.
You can go and do whatever you want to do here. You're in a safe
following
area.
Me everywhere. Like it's okay.
Well,
like when it's like situations like this, like as far as like.
Do you want to go play a game or?
Nah, I'm chilling.
Okay, Rhaegar.
Wow.
Do you want to go play a game or no?
I mean, that's what we're here to do, ain't it?
All right, what game do you want to play? Do you want to play cards, dice?
Fuck it. We'll go with dice.
Dice? Okay. We're going to play a game. We're going to start with Rhaegar, because Rhaegar is the most sensible. Also, fuck you, Norbit. So we're going to play a game called Evandra's Favor, Rhaegar. You're going to bet a minimum of 25 gold pieces.
I don't have that kind of money.
Huh?
I don't have that.
You can borrow 25 gold pieces from somebody, I'm sure.
I'll loan you 25 gold.
So you've got 25 gold, Rhaegar. Bet a minimum of 25 gold. Me and you are both going to roll. You roll 2d6.
Uh-huh.
If your total equals a 7 or a 12, you win. If neither of us get that total, then the house wins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ready?
So it can only be a 7 or a 12.
It can only be a 7 or a 12. If neither one of us gets a 7 or a 12, the house gets the money.
Okay.
Okay.
I got a 3.
On a 2d6.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 4. So house wins.
Boo,
And-
I lost my 25.
You lost your 25.
Okay, hold on. I gotta edit my sheet.
If you want to go with Rhaegar, you've got 300 gold pieces.
I wouldn't suggest that.
I don't have 300. I have more
Yeah,
than 300.
I didn't put it on your character sheet, but you should have 300 gold pieces.
Yeah, I have more than 300.
How much do you have then?
I have 5.
500? Okay, all right. So then I changed it then. So you have 500 gold pieces. Okay. So you can go and play either cards or dice, but the big bet doesn't happen until the race. So
I guess I'll play cards.
okay. Cards is called Gambit of Ord. So you can add Rhaegar to this, and Rhaegar will help you as kind of like an additional.
He said no.
No.
No. I said,
Okay.
not no.
So each of you, you'll put in 50 gold pieces for Rhaegar and 50 for you, so a total of 100. That's the minimum you can put in is 50 gold pieces. Both of you will roll a 1d8, but keep it secret from me. I'm going to roll a d8 as well. Okay. Then each player will get to roll a 1d6 and keep that secret as well. And you total up your 1d8 and 1d6 together. If you think that somebody is going to lie about their number, you roll a perception check. If you roll high enough to see if they're deceiving you or not without you getting caught, then you can add an additional 1d4 to your roll to get a higher number and see if you can get higher than them. Whoever has the higher number at the end of the roll will win.
Okay.
Okay, so start off with your 1d8. Do not tell me what you roll.
Done.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now roll a 1d6 and add those two totals together. Okay.
I've done mine.
All right. I've got mine. Wait for Milani.
Okay.
Okay. If you've got both of those numbers and you've got your total, right? Then now here comes the part where you get to decide on if you want to lie about your number or if you want to be honest about your number. So each person at the table is going to say what their number was. If we think you're lying, we can roll a perception check. And if we roll high enough on the perception check, so the DC for the perception is 15. If we roll a 15 or higher, we can look at your number and then we can add a D4 to see if we can beat your number. If we aren't already beating it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to start. I've got a 12.
Okay.
I'm rolling that fucking perception check. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. I've got an 8 on the D8 and a 3 on the D6.
Yeah, that's not 12.
That's not 12.
Do I get to roll my D4?
Yeah, so you'll roll your D4, but keep it secret.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Now, Milani, what did you get?
11.
11? I'm going to roll. I got a nat 1, so I do not know.
Okay.
Rhaegar?
I have... Wait. Am I including the D4?
No, do not include the D4.
I have an 11 then.
Okay? I'm going to roll. I got a 17.
Oh god, there's no easy way of doing it then.
Just tell me what you got on the D8 and the D6.
I got a 6 on the D6 and a 5 on the D8.
11? Okay.
11.
All right. So because you said the right number, then I don't get to add the D4. Okay.
This is confusing.
Yeah, it's a very confusing game, but it's all about deception. It's all about trying to deceive your opponents.
Is this a liar's die from that?
It's basically liar's die, but more dumbed down.
From Pirates of the Caribbean.
Basically, yeah, it's D&D's version of liar's die, but it's more dumbed down. It's
6 dose.
Okay, so me and Rhaegar both got the same number, and then well, no, you got the D4, Rhaegar. So what was your total with the D4?
14.
14?
15.
Milani, you got what?
If you think about it, it was actually 15 because he had 11 plus D4.
No. I rolled a 3 on the D4.
Oh, I thought you rolled a 4. My bad.
Okay, so Milani, what did you get?
11.
11? Okay, all right. So Rhaegar wins. Rhaegar, you've got 200 gold now.
Yay.
Yeah, give me back my 25.
You know what? That's fair. I'll pay her back.
Okay. Do you want to keep playing that game, or do you want to go to the easier game and go to the dice game?
Wait, so technically I lost 100 now, right? Because he gave me my 25 back.
He gave you 25 back, but now he has 175 gold. Because he won.
Yeah, and he only gave me my 25 instead of my 50 and my 25.
Okay, no, I see what you're saying.
I paid the 50 for both
so you paid 50 plus the 25, so you have to give her 75 gold pieces. So he will have 125 gold total.
It's gonna take us a fucking decade to raise this 2,000 gold, I'm telling you.
Well, the more you put in, the more you get back. So let's say, for example, that Milani puts in half of her 500 and she wins. She basically, depending on what the house bets, can double, quadruple the amount that she gets. So it just depends on what game you play and how much you put in. The dice game is the easiest to do because it only requires 2 dice, the 2d6s, and all you got to get is a 7 or a 12. So what do you want to do? Do you want to do dice? Do you want to do the cards?
I'll try my hand at the dice again.
Okay, how much do you want to put on the dice?
Let's say 50.
50? Okay, roll 2d6. What'd you get?
I got a 7.
You got a 7? Okay, I got a 6, but you automatically win because of the 7. So you're going to get 500 gold pieces.
Wait, what? Wait, how?
Because I rolled before you made the dice roll to determine how much gold I put in as the house. So you got 500 gold pieces because of a roll that I made beforehand to determine how much gold that I put in onto the table.
Okay.
So you gained 500 gold just now, plus the 125 that you had. Okay. You want to try it one more time before we swap over to the Norbit and Mouse to get ready for the races?
Nah, swap over to them.
Okay. Norbit and Mouse. You find a very short, stubby-looking human male. He has that weird haircut that, like, he's bald on the top of his head, but around the rest of his head in a perfect circular motion.
The Ring of Shame.
The Ring of Shame. He has that hair going on. He has a very thin mustache. And he's smoking a very large cigar.
This is clearly a Pedro.
So, what do you do?
I
Mouse and Norbit.
Walk up and ask to participate in the race.
He looks at you, goes, yes, it seems like that you're a very stout fit, but can you ride a lizard, good sir? Can you ride a lizard?
I have brought my own mount. You may inspect him.
You may not ride your own mount because that is cheating, good sir. That is cheating, so you will either ride my mount or not ride at all.
Yep, I will ride his mount and I will choose to do that.
Cool beans! Cool beans! he rolls his cigar in his hand, almost nervous-like he's got a twitch, and he hands you a set of keys and says, "So the lizard is downstairs. It's stall number 6, and I have to say that it is going to be quite difficult to ride him."
That's fine. I will go and inspect the lizard, I guess.
Okay, Mouse, do you go with him?
Indeed, I do.
Okay, you both go downstairs and you see what looks to be kind of like a horse stable.
Mhm.
You go to door number 6 and it has the label 6 on the front of the door. You look inside of the cage because it's open at the top where it's kind of like a window. You look inside, you see this massive black lizard. Huge black lizard, right? But the moment you look at it, it snaps its head up at you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Do I know anything of this creature?
Not right off the top of the bat right yet, but I can let you roll for nature or survival after this.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just asking out of curiosity. You said wisdom, correct?
No, dexterity.
Dexterity, yeah, there we go. Day 20.
You move just in time to where that it doesn't knock you back or hit you, but you see its head lunge through the top of the window that you were just peering through, the barred gate. It bends with its head, the bars, and tries to spit acid at you, but because its head is tilted upwards, it spits acid towards the ceiling, and it leaves this massive hole in the floor.
Right.
Okay. But then it pulls its head back, and it's back inside of the cage.
Got ya. Can I roll a insight check to see if I know what this creature is?
Do a nature or survival check.
Okay. Nature or survival? Nature or survival? Trying to see which one's better. They're both the same, so it doesn't really matter. Alright. An 11.
You kind of know a little bit about them. So these are, it's very simplistic. They're giant lizards. This one in particular is special in the fact that it has adapted to magic in a sense. So where giant lizards don't normally spit out acid, this one does because of certain things that it's had to eat. When you look through the window, you can kind of tell that this lizard at some point was tortured quite a bit. But it's the fact that this giant lizard shouldn't technically be here anymore because giant lizards used to be used by dwarves. But it seems like that these giant lizards that are in these cages were found at some point in the wild and were captured because they somehow escaped from where the dwarves used to be at.
I would like to attempt to give it a piece of meat.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Wouldn't it be animal handling?
I'll let you do animal handling either one, yeah. Animal handling or persuasion.
Got a 10.
It tries to spit acid back at you again, so roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Day 20 again.
Yeah, you do the exact same thing before. It shoots straight up and misses you and makes the hole bigger.
I'm gonna attempt to feed it again, because I want this fucker to trust me a little bit.
Okay. Roll me an animal handling check.
19.
It looks at you this time. It sniffs. It takes its tongue and grabs the meat
Mm-hmm.
and eats it. You wait a moment. A little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. And then it taps its tail up against the door as if to tell you to come in.
Shit.
Way to go, buddy.
Yeah, but it could be trying to bait me in. That's the thing. It's smart enough to spit acid at you.
Well, he's not gonna get anything off of you. I mean, you're nothing but metal.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I fuck it. I go in.
Okay, you go in.
Yep.
The lizard looks at you and then points to its back
Yep.
and then just lays back down. But it does give a deep, piercing stare at Mouse, and then he licks his lip.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
Miles, I
no.
don't think you want to come in here.
Oh, hell no.
I
Don't you
will
give me that look.
I will
Don't you
walk
give me that
over.
look.
I will reach my hand out to stroke it on the head to show that I'm not a threat.
Okay, roll me another animal handling check, this time with advantage.
I mean, I'll take the dirty 20.
Try to see if you can crit, because that's still
That's
going to work.
fair. No, I definitely
Okay, so it does that thing that lizards do whenever it's relaxed and know that it's in a safe space. Its skin kind of retracts in to allow you to pet it without causing damage to yourself in a way.
Yep.
So you can pet it and it doesn't harm you in any way, but it's
Right.
still looking at Mouse as if like he's gonna be the next fucking snack.
I'm gonna as I'm doing that, I'm gonna say friend, not food, and give him another piece of meat.
Roll me an animal handling check.
12. Do I need advantage on this or no?
I'll give you advantage.
I was asking because you were on the one before, so I didn't know if
Yeah,
that
I'll
was
give
carried
you
on there.
advantage.
I still got a 12 anyway.
You still got a 12 anyway. It's still gonna look at Mouse, but it just kind of shrugs in a sense and just lays back down.
Does it not eat the meat that I give it?
No, it does. It does.
Oh, right. I will proceed to climb on its back then, like it was suggesting me to do.
There's not a saddle on it yet. The race is about to start here in a little bit. We're actually going to get you ready to start the race now.
Yep.
But you do see a tag on its neck, and it has a name.
I read it.
It says Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Fuck you. No, fuck you.
Yeah,
What's your
that's all I
name?
But yeah, its
You know
name
what
is Ezekiel.
You know what I did? It's like, don't you bring my mama into this.
But you see a saddle hanging on the wall.
Alright, I'll take the saddle off the wall and I'll attempt to... Yeah, go on.
The seat is made out of obsidian. Do you know what obsidian is?
Well, yeah, it's a rock.
Yeah.
Can I attempt to make it softer?
It kind of leaves you with the notion that the obsidian is there for your protection because of its skin.
Oh, it's not for the lizard. Got you.
No. The lizard is fine. It's more for your protection so that you can ride it without damaging yourself.
Oh, I thought it was to like keep the lizard tame or some shit.
No.
Oh,
no.
I'll equip it onto Ezekiel and then jump on it.
So you make your way out. Mouse, you're not going to be able to participate in this part, but you do watch him as he leaves. There's several riders in here. So there's the gnome that you saw earlier. There's the several other townsfolk that are coming here and are riding these lizards. However, I'm going to let either Mouse, Rhaegar, or Milani decide on if they want to participate in this part or not. One of you is going to make a roll for Norbit.
What are the rules to the race?
That's what I'm getting at now.
Oh, got you. All right.
So, the minimum that you can put in to bet on Norbit is 25 gold. You can put more than that if you wish. Whoever bets for the party is going to make the roll. I'm going to roll 6 individual rolls with a D4.
Right.
Whoever has the highest score after 5 rolls wins the race. So you have to roll a 1d4, and whoever has the highest score out of the 7 players that are in the race wins the race. However, there is a second and third place as well. So if you win first place, the money that you get is quadrupled.
Got
If
ya.
you win second place, your winnings is doubled. If you get third place, you just get your money back. And anything after that, you lose all of your money.
Alright. I chuck 100 gold out of my own pocket to whoever's gonna do the bet.
It's you would have to chunk it to Mouse because Mouse is the closest person there to you. So Mouse,
I'll chuck it to Mouse
Okay.
to put
Okay.
onto the race, and then if you want to add more, you can.
So Mouse, I'm going to say that you're going to make the roll. Milani, you can give Mouse any of your money. Rhaegar, you can do the same.
I'm giving it 500.
Okay, so Mouse,
Fuck, you really trust
you've
me
got
with this one.
500.
Yeah,
I'll give him 250.
500.
He's got
Rhaegar.
600 in
Okay,
total
so-
so far. How much do you give?
Rhaegar.
He's got
He's got
850.
So
850.
100.
Yeah, because I'm giving him
100.
250.
100 from Norbit.
Yeah, 850. 850, and then whatever you want to put on top of that.
And then Milani was 250.
Yep.
Millie. I'm gonna call you Millie. All right, and then what else?
What do you want to do? If you want to add anything else to that amount,
Yeah, so
to bet
Rhaegar
with-
What do
gave
we
you the
bet?
500. Milani gave you 250.
What are we
Norbit
betting
gave
on
you 100.
exactly? I know it's the race, but who? On what?
You're betting
what-
on the race. You're
Race.
betting on Norbit
Right,
to
right.
win.
Norbit
So-
to win. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're
Making
betting on
sure.
Norbit to win. However, here the way it works is whoever makes the bet is going to roll for Norbit. So
Oh,
you're going to roll a
shit.
1d4 5 times. You're going to
Uh-huh.
total the number out as to what you rolled. Whoever wins with the highest number out of the 7 players that are participating in this race wins however much money they get.
Gotcha. So let's go 250 as well.
So you're doing 250
Or-
as well.
Yeah, for Mouse.
So that's 1,000 on the table, isn't it?
That's
Yeah,
1100.
1100. Yep.
The goal here is to reach at least 2,000, but there's the potential to win more. Mouse, you're going to make the roll. You're going to roll 1d4
Oh god.
5 times.
1d4 5 times.
If you
Yep.
want to make it simpler, you can do 5d4 and get a total that way. I'm going to do the same for myself. So 5d4.
5d4. Should I do 5d4, guys? Should I do it one at a time?
Your call, bud. I'm just the one on the lizard.
5d4. Here we go. 11. Oh god.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to roll it 6 times in chat. 11. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, and 6.
That gives us 4th place.
So Mouse is in 4th place, but because there were several people who tied, I'm going to make all 3 of those roll again. Mouse is one of them. So Mouse, you're going to roll again. And if you beat those other 3 individuals,
God, come on! Ah.
Oh,
There's
Oh.
another tie.
okay, one of them beat Mouse. So Mouse, you're going to be in 5th place, technically. So you lose all of the money you just put in there.
Damn it.
how? What?
Because we came in 5th place.
However, there's more than one race. So how much
Oh
did
my
you
God.
put all of the money in there?
Son of a. Well, I don't know. Like that was how much we bet, right?
No,
Or that was just how much they gave me.
we gave you 1,100 to
Yeah,
do what you
yeah.
want
Oh.
to choose how much you want
Yeah,
to put on.
so-
our
Oh,
account,
I think we should have
basically.
done that first ahead of time. I don't think. We
Yeah,
should've-
okay, so I'll
I
make
didn't
it.
know-
to-
I didn't know
How
that-
much do
yeah,
you
I
want to
didn't know
put
that.
on the first race?
Let's do a quarter of what we have.
Okay, so do a quarter of what you got. Okay, how much do you want to put on this race? There's 3 races total.
We'll do one of the 250s first on the first one.
Okay,
we lost
250
that.
on the first one. There's 2
So-
more races. So how much do you want to put on the second race?
We'll do another 250.
Okay. All right. So you put 250 in. Go ahead and make your roll.
Let me change one of these 250s to a minus real quick, just so I know.
I want to try. I'm obviously.
Do you want to try Milani?
Yeah, let her try it. I'm getting 11s. It's horrible.
Obviously, like.
Okay,
yeah,
Milani, go ahead
okay.
and go ahead and roll 5d4.
Okay.
15.
That's
Okay.
better.
I've got to roll 6 times. If you beat me, then you will quadruple your money. If you get second, you will double your money. If you get third, you just get your money back, the 250. But there's one more race after this. All right?
Okay.
So, first roll, 15.
Tied first.
Second roll, 10. Third roll, 13. Fourth roll, 11.
Jesus.
Fifth roll, 12. Last roll, 9.
So we've currently got a joint first.
So you've got a joint first. Milani,
Yo, let's go.
you're going to roll again.
Okay.
You're either going to get first or second.
Yeah.
So roll again, 5d4.
12. Solid.
You got first.
Okay, so we got 1,000 gold.
All right,
So you quadruple the 250
that
that you
means
put in.
we're
That's
up.
that
Yeah.
sounds
Up by
like
700. We're up
Yeah.
750 right now.
No, we're
So
up
I'm gonna-
1,000.
No, we're up 750 because we lost 250 from the
Oh,
first
yeah,
one.
we lost 250, so we're up 750.
So how much do you have total? Because you quadrupled what you just put in there.
We've got at least 1,500.
1850. We have 1850 right now.
Great.
Okay.
I
All
have
But that's not including what we have in our pockets.
Yeah,
Also,
exactly.
right?
I only have 30 left though in my pocket, so might as well
Right.
You
disregard.
only have 30 left in your pocket. I have 250 left in my pocket.
You need 2,000 gold in order to complete the deal. But that does not mean that you can't make more. Okay.
Yeah, obviously.
I have 125 in my pocket right now.
Okay, so
The
do
30
you want to
plus
go in and bet to
almost
see if you
900,
can't make more?
Silver.
Well, that's up
I
to
mean-
them. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
want to be like, oh yeah, let's do it again, and they're not up
We're
for it.
up 750.
Well,
Alright.
here's what we can do. How much gold have we got in his pockets between us?
I have 250 in my pocket.
Alright, so you have 250, Rhaegar, you have how much? 150?
No, 125.
125. So if you add my 30 to that 150 to round to make it simpler, that equals up to what, 400? Yeah,
I have
400
30 as
we have
well.
in our pocket. So if we take away 200 from that, we've got 200 spare. Yours plus mine and Milani's equals up to 400. You take away the 200 and add that to what we've currently got from the winnings. That's 2,000 straight up. Done. We've got enough for the boat. We have 200 spare. We can either choose to bet on the race or take us winnings and leave.
I'm not betting if we already have enough.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm just going with whatever y'all decide, honestly. So
Yeah, I'm saying we basically have 200 spare after, like, once we do the boat thing, we'll have 200 spare between the 5 of us.
Right.
So we can either choose to try and get some of that back so that we're not like broke afterwards, or we can just leave the
that's
race
just
basically.
The boat. We need to actually have money for food.
Yeah, for
too.
supplies as well.
Well, the
yeah.
2,000 that the captain offered is for the supplies and the trip there. So you've gotten an extra 200 between each of you right now. So the deal is, do you want to bet that 200 to see if you can get some more money for potentially later on? Or do you want to just keep that 200, give the captain the 2,000 gold, and have just the 200 between all of you to use however you see fit?
Yeah, and we don't have to do the full 200. We could do like
you don't
10
have to do
gold.
the full 200.
So,
You could do 100 if you wanted to.
So I
Well,
don't
it's
care.
up to what y'all want to do.
Yeah, we've got enough. I don't care. If we want to try and get a bit back, that's fine with me. If we don't, I don't care. It's fine. So,
What do you want to do?
I mean, Mouse is currently the one with the money. Go for it. Take your shot, mate. Do what you want with it.
We have one more race.
There's one more race. Yes.
We can play it safe, or we could bet some of it.
If we
Yeah,
play it
that's
safe,
exactly
we can
what-
do up to 200. Like that's
you have a max
most
of
we can do it
200
safe.
that you can spend
Yeah.
without losing the full 2,000.
So if we did 100,
I
and win,
wanna
that's
have-
300.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's 400. It's 400.
400.
Yeah,
It'd be
obviously. Yeah, I'm
400.
saying it's 300 we'd get back. and then we'd have 400.
Well, you get 400 plus the 100 that you.
Oh yeah, it's quadruple, not triple. My bad.
Yeah, quadruple. Yeah, so it'd be 400 plus the 100 that you bet on originally.
Yeah, so that'd be 100
total.
gold each, basically. Which.
Yeah.
What? That's okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
if we want to do 100, that and if we win first place, then we all get 100
then
each.
we are up 1,000 then.
Yeah, you are up 1,000.
Oh, okay. I wasn't thinking like I didn't. Okay, that's what? Okay. Yeah, we are up 1,000.
Yes, you are up 1,000. Yes.
So we are. Yeah, we're at 2,100, guys.
Yeah. 20.
Okay.
2,200.
Oh, 2,100.
No, including what we
No,
have in our
22.
pockets.
Oh, you're talking about your. I'm talking about what I have on me for the bet.
Yeah,
I'm not talking
we're
about
saying
pocket
all
points.
together we have 220.
Yeah, so right now,
Oh,
with the money that's on you right now, Mouse, you can bet the 100, and you would still have 100 left over between the 5 of you, or the 4 of you.
Y'all want to do the safe bet and do 200? Rhaegar,
Yep.
I'm going to ask you since you haven't said anything.
At this point, I have no fucking idea.
The safe point's 100. To be fair,
Rhaegar doesn't do a lot of monetizations.
I have 125 gold in my
On your
pocket
person.
right
Yes.
now.
Right. Well, we're asking about the 200 for what I have total here. So currently, as far plus the winnings and what we've all put in, we have a total of 2,200, and that's what I'm having. That's for betting, like not in pocket.
no, you've got that wrong.
What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
1,800 is what we got from the winnings. Milani,
Oh,
Rhaegar,
okay,
and
so,
me
okay,
all
so wait,
together
Tony,
have
wait, okay, way to Tony
400.
describe the winnings is he said you get your money back plus 400, making it total of 500. Is that
Yeah,
what you said,
so
Tony?
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means instead of being positive 750, we're actually positive 1,000. Meaning we got our money back plus a quadruple of what we had bet.
Yes.
That's what Tony's saying.
Yes.
So that
Oh,
means
yeah.
that means we did lose the 250, but we gained it back with what we had just won.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are up plus 1,000. So we actually have 2,100 currently on my character right now. That is
Not
winnings
including
and-
what the rest of you already have.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
then
talking
just-
about what's in our pockets.
Yeah.
Not our
All right,
pockets.
got you,
I'm
got
not
you, got you.
including pockets.
But you
Got ya.
need 2,000 in order to give to the captain.
I am just including betting money. I'm just including the money that's for the bets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got you. Then just do the 100 that you've got on you, like that's spare basically, and go from there. Just make it easy. Just do it like that. That
You
way,
wanna
then
do
Milani
that?
gets to keep her gold, Rhaegar gets to keep her gold, and whatever else. Yeah.
Okay. So are you wanting to do that? Because if so, we're going to do that right quick, and then we're going
200?
to
Yeah.
put you back over to the captain's
I'm
ship
good
so
for
that we can end the session.
Yeah, I'm good with 200 if everyone else is. I just
We
need
can't do
everyone's
200. We
confirmation.
might as well just do 100, Mouse.
Just do 100.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So roll your 5d4.
Oh, wait. But who's rolling it?
We'll let somebody else roll it. Rhaegar, you want to roll?
Fine.
All right.
5d4.
Do it.
Hold on.
Nice.
That's a good roll. Ooh,
2,
that's close.
3, 4, 5, 6. Rhaegar,
Oh, nice.
you quadruple your money. You now have 500 extra. So 400 plus the 100 you bet on. So you should
We're
have
at
plenty for the
15.
2,000 plus extra.
2,500 on
we're
Mouse
at-
alone.
Okay.
Yeah. So our winnings is plus 1,500, and we had 21, so we're at 2,600.
Yeah.
Right. So if
2,600.
we're giving the captain 2,000, that means that that's 600 between the 4 of us.
Correct.
Yes.
So that's 150 each.
Mm-hmm.
Are we splitting it that way or what?
That's
It's up to
between
y'all.
you. All
Can
y'all.
do. Don't matter to me.
But I am going to say that you guys managed to finish the races off. The party is now over. You guys go back to the ship. You give the captain his 2,000 gold pieces. The captain says, "We will leave tomorrow morn. I expect you all to be ready, and you can all stay in here in the mansion tonight if you so wish. Free lodgings is on me, and we will have the supplies by then. You guys stay in the mansion, and that is where we will end our session at.
Great.
Thank you guys so much for participating in this session. This one was one of those episodes where we just had to get the party ready to get their boat and get their supplies. Next we come back, we will be going and sailing on the open ocean towards the first island of the 3 that they will be going towards. The first one is just a pit stop. The second one is also a pit stop. And the last one is Mouse's and technically Milani's home.
Yes, me.
Yo, bro. Rhaegar, how's it going, man? How's it hanging?
It is too damn early to be dealing with shit like this.
Why don't you get some coffee, bro?
Oh, I got some. Oh, God.
What kind you drinking, dude?
The kind that you want to drink when you've just woken up from a freaking nightmare.
Oh, you mean that XP coffee, bro?
Yeah, hey, can you tell me if this tastes like acid to you?
Sure, I guess. But here's my thing, though. It's like, I'm more of a mellow kind of guy. I like the illusion, specifically. It's very, like, chill and laid back, bro.
Yeah, that kind of fits in with you, doesn't it?
But, here's my thing, though. It's like, they've got all these flavored coffees, right? But they also got that hot chocolate, too, man. I heard it was pretty ballin'.
Oh, yeah, you talking about Choco Loco.
Yeah, that one, man. But here's another thing that's I haven't quite figured it out, bro. But, like, what was that discount code, man?
It was dirty, dirty something, dirty, I think it was dirty 20.
Dirty 20, bro? Oh, man, I so gotta use that. I'm running out of money buying all that grass and stuff, man. So you're telling me I should use the code DIRTY20 for, like, what, 5% off or something, bro?
Yeah, it's around that, yeah.
Sweet. I think I'm gonna buy some illusion and mix it with some of that stuff we had earlier and turned you into a chicken, bro.
I wouldn't expect anything else from you, Muham.
Peace!